So this is what I refer to as a grinder row. You'll notice three of the four grinders I have here are Burkings. These have been in my shop since probably 1987, 1986. The first one I acquired was the variable speed one, and the other ones I acquired secondhand actually, and they're still running beautifully after all these years. I've never had any maintenance problems at all. The first one I have is the flat platen grinder. I did most of my fixed blades on this grinder. It's got a flat steel platen in the back and a good solid work rest. The next one is contact wheel. I use, generally speaking, I have a 10-inch, but I prefer actually, especially for folders, an 8-inch contact wheel. And let me show you on this machine one of the reasons why I really like Burking. Aside from the fact that I consider them to be the Cadillac of grinders, they are very robust. They're industrial machines. One of the reasons why I really like them a lot is that they have a front wheel drive. Most other grinders that knife makers use have a back wheel drive, and the front wheel is driven by the belt itself. That's not true with the Burking. Burking uses a drive belt on the inside of this housing, and you can see without a belt the front wheel turns beautifully, which means that I can take this contact wheel off and I can put something like a Scotch-Brite wheel, or if I'm working with jade, a diamond wheel. This is a coated diamond wheel which can fit right onto the Burking, and I can use it all by itself. I don't have to rely on a belt to drive it. Looking at the Burking or any grinder, anything which runs with a belt, if you look carefully at what we call the idler wheel in the back, this is the contact wheel in Burking's case, the drive wheel. But if you look at the back, right here, Adam, if you come over this way, you can probably see it better. That back wheel is called the idler. And I have one here. I want to show a feature of an idler wheel, and that is it has a crown. If you notice, it's higher in the middle than it is on the edges. There's a reason for that. A belt will always run on the highest part of a wheel. The center of the belt will always look for the highest part of whatever is driving it. So we use the idler wheel to track the belt left and right. By twisting and moving that center portion slightly left or right, we can actually track the movement of the belt from left to right. So it can hang over the wheel or be precisely centered on the wheel. Okay, so that's the reason for the crown. And the third Burking that I have is the variable speed. And this one I like a whole lot. I can move it from very slow to very high. And this one is set up right now with a diamond belt. Diamond likes high speed, low pressure, and lots of lubrication with water. And that's why I have this drip system going into a sponge onto the belt. Can you catch that, Adam? Just to see the, and that's how the drip system works. You can get these on eBay. If you a nurse or somebody who works in a hospital, maybe you could get some before they throw them out.
Or your wife has surgery, or goes
Or
to
if
the
your wife has
emergency room,
surgery, yes.
and you ask the staff at the ER if they
And you
could
say,
please have.
yes, may I have the bags, please? And they look at you like, what? Yes. That's how I got that one, as a matter of fact. So I'm not going to run off my water. So this is how I use a diamond belt. Now, in the next deep dive on grinding, we're going to talk about the fixture. We're going to talk about laying out the blade and the different flat grinds and hollow grinds. So join us on deep dive number 5.